Now, last week, we had learned about the business model. We know crunching the numbers will help you strategize your pricing, determine the future investments, and estimates the growth part of your company. Strive for zeros in the cost column of your spreadsheet. Create a killer customer acquisition strategy and aim for value-based pricing with a unique delight. Define a few clear goals and communicate them to your team. Monitor your team's time and resources constantly so that everyone is on track to achieve these goals. Maybe you will answer this question. The first one, how well can you play the zero game? Do you remember the zero game? And the third, have you decided on the right pricing strategies? And the third, do you have all the data you need to calculate your costs? And the fourth, have you set a few clear goals for your business? And the fifth, are you monitoring your time and resources and making adjustments as necessary? So, you should remember your business model is so much more than just about the numbers. It's the numbers game. Always strive for your business model being part of your delight. Okay, now today, we'll learn about the partners. We know the company is an Iceland. All the company will have the cooperate. That is very important. But in the partner, maybe some students will know who will love you and who will hate you. The challenge is not just to find partners, but to find the right partners. To do that, you must first ask yourself, who loves me and who hates me? Second, you must consider your potential partner in teams of revenue and delight and determine the value that this partner might offer you. Third, you and your partners must decide what each of you will give to the partnership and what you will get out of it. A successful partnership will spur growth in revenues, profits, market share, and the value of your brands. But this a touch of sauce. Sometimes doubling the divide, which accelerates your profits, will put your partner's business model into a tailspin. It's absolutely essential to understand how joint focus with you will affect your potential partner's the bottom line before you call to ask for a meeting. So we know no company is an island. The partnership are courage for the growth of your company, and you can create them for many aspects of your business manufacturing, like the R&D. Do you remember what is the R&D? The research and development, product development, and sales, distribution, and customer support. You need the partners in our rapidly changing world. Product cycles shorten as companies focus, specialize, and differently their core mission, while outsourcing takes to partners. No company, or large or small, has killed all their customers' pace without partner. Don't ever try to do it all by yourself. You should remember. Don't ever try to do it all yourself. Because no company is an island. The corporate is very important. And then you should know who loves you and who hates you. Finding the right partners, however, isn't easy. In the beginning, you may be so flattered by the first company to show interest in your business that you jump to form a partnership. Or maybe you dream about joining focus with one of the big brands in your industry. How can we feel if we partner with Walmart or the Mercedes-Benz? All of this is a famous company. Unfortunately, even the most eager or most famous business may not be the best partner for you. To create a lasting partnership, both partners must be able to achieve their objective more effectively by working together than by working separately. Farm and definitely have little to do with partnership success. Partners fall into categories: those who love you and those who hate you. Why would you even partner with someone who hates you? You may ask. Because you may not be able to tell which is which at first. Your shining new partner may start out looking like a perfect fit and then hover into you. Enemy, enemy. Later, it happens. You should think. And how about the love? The partner who truly love you will want you to succeed. Maybe some student will ask, why? Because your success increase their success. First of all, working with you will increase their revenues and profit. Second, working with you will help them identify or depend the divide that captivates their customers. You might give them new weapons to use against their competitors, decreasing their customer acquisition and retention costs, reducing their time to market, or improving the quality of their products and services. Finally, and most important, if your partner's customers love you, your partner will love you even more. So, find out that hide and pay, your potential partner's customers might have and then have found a cure for it. When potential partners hear their customers' stories or how you helped solve their problems, they will be eager to stay on the dotted line. And how about the hate? Partners who grow to hate you often have the compelling resources for doing so. Compelling resources for doing so. The reason. After all, even a tiny new player can inflict great pain on its partners. Consider that terrific new offering you just developed. Now, I will give you an example. Your partner's customers were long vision with an whopper. Unidentified pay until you come along and killed it. When you entered the market, therefore, you not only showed your partners what they shall have done a long time ago, but you also changed the rules of the game. Suddenly, their customs are demanding things like lower price, better service, added features, faster shipment, and so on, all of which costs money and create hassles that your partners would have preferred to avoid. Attention, the partners really hate it when you ruin their existing revenue stream, and they love the divide that you have uncovered. Worse, they may think that they can't even beat you by enjoying you, because it will annoy their current partners and blow a hole in their business model. They may even be working with one of your competitors. So we will also say your enemies is your enemies is your friend. You should say your enemies. There are two enemies. Your enemies is your friend. The most difficult situation for a potential partner is when they love you, but their customs hate you. We know Skype's experience provide a good example of this. When Skype was the first introduced handheld device, providers were happy to partner with Skype. Skype claimed that the whole world can talk for free. Don't bother them because their customs had to buy handsets to make all these calls. The problem was that the device manufacturer's customs wireless carriers hated Skype. All the free calling cannibalized their profitable long distance business. While a company love you or hate you, therefore, sometimes have nothing to do with you. It's all about the intricate relationship among other players in their ecosystem. Key points is when the considering potential partners think about how partnering with you will affect all their other partnership. And keep in mind that once you've successfully brought one partner to the table, others will follow more willing. Then can you give and what will you get? In many relationships, but as especially in business, you have to give something to get something in return. In a partnership, each side is better at pooling their resources will increase their revenues and profitly faster than it. They worked along, and each partner usually ventures stakes that is holds in abundance, hoping to get back stakes that are well and difficult to imitate. The better the partner complement each other, the more values the partnership is for both sides. The contract for the deal, however, is not enough to create a sustainable partnership. To deliver the promised delight to customers, partner must continue work to keep alive a mature understanding of their gives and gets. If that understanding dissipates and one side decides to go with a new, different solution, the partnership will wither and die. Consistency and dependability are necessary for creating a successful partnership. Every partnership starts with a yes. A young company's first partnership can be very exciting. It is wonderful to know that someone out there is interested in what you are up to. But before you start celebrating your new collaboration, you shall evaluate it along two dimensions: revenue and delight. Your partnership either help grow your revenue, whether directly or indirectly, or increase the possibility of offering a unique and sustainable delight to your customers. Maybe or both. Or most partnerships will produce at least some benefits along each dimension, but those benefits may not be in equal proportion. You should always feel optimistic about your partnership. The strongest partners will help you secure revenue and develop your delight equally well. Now, I will give you some exercises about the partnership. The partner are the key for the growth of your company. So you should find the right partner. But it's not always easy. So you should think who love you and who hate you. And revenue the delight matrix. Evaluate each type of the partnership. Evaluate each type of the partnership. Careful to ensure that you make the best alliances. Now, I will give you this picture. You will say which is the best alliances. There are 9 bits. And from this, you will find the partner potential to help you and develop your delight. Okay? Now, I will give you 15 minutes to do these exercises. Exercises 1 and 2 and 3. Okay. Now I will give you 15 minutes to do it. And then if you have finished it, you will have a rest 10 minutes. Now, I will see you at the 9:55. Okay? Now you will do it. And the last class haven't share with the stories you will prepare, and the last lessons I will give you the time to share with us, okay? Now you will do these exercises. Okay? Okay, I think you had finished all these exercises 1, 2, 3, and all the exercises you will through the email give me. Okay, now I will continue. Make sure the shoe fits. Now, about this picture, we will say there are many different types of partnership. Evaluate each type carefully to ensure that you make the best alliances. Now we'll say the playmate partners. Playmate, you will find it. Playmate, like this picture. Playmate partners offer little in the way of revenue, but do help spread the word about the delight you offer. Over time, however, you are likely to outgrow this kind of partnership. Think of it this way: if you and your first partners don't play in the same league anymore, then they are no longer ending to your business, and you are not getting any return for the energy you spend on them. It's time to look for new partners, but that doesn't mean you have to sever all ties with you old buddies. Feel free to make their calls and keep their logos on your website. Just don't waste any more resources on them. Now we'll see another type. Learning partners is the last picture. Learning partners help you better understand your product, your market, and your value shine, all necessary for growing and success, and they add great value along. The delight dimension, they are important all lies who can also contribute to your company's friction, free storytelling. Typical learning partner are universities, organizations that innovate in product. And the second, entrepreneurs. There is no risk in ending a learning partner. You can learn something from anyone. The challenge lies in quantify just how much you have learned from this partnership. And science, they usually don't offer anything significant in teams of revenue, and you can probably do better. And shape partners like this. Shape partners and money to your coffers by disseminate your product to a large market with minimal costs, but they can be a new size because they end frequency indiscriminate, and potential customers will either idle or worse because irritated by them. This is not a very sophisticated way to acquire customers. Keep looking. Okay? Spark partner, you should keep looking. Now, another type is a melon in a world. Sometimes you are the ammunition in someone else's ore. What does that mean? It means your product helps other companies fight off its competitors. So, how is this kind of partnership useful to you? Well, for starters, this partnership delivers value among both the revenue and delight dimensions. Your product will reach a large target audience and thus bring in revenue. When your partner distributes your merchandise as an end one to their goods, you also gain access to that company's large customer base with little cost. When its customers realized that they also need your product, essentially, you are parachuted right into the heart of a new market, and your product is repositioned to provide another unique delight. This partnership are perhaps the hardest one to identify and assess, and serving as ammunition in someone else, or can be intimidating, but the experience can be quite rewarding Work closely with this partner. You should closely with this partner. Now, another one is risk partners. Risk partners. Think of the Walmart and IKEA are the juggernaut of your market or industry, and these merciless players can change the rules of the game in a heartbeat. So imagine having them in your partner portfolio. If your product has a delight that they need to bundle with their product, your revenue could go through the roof. And as long as you have them on your side, you will be the envy of all of your competitors. But be careful if Jurassic partners really love your product. They can go from being your best partner to your worst enemy by developing their own similar product and integrating it into their solution. They can also destroy you easily when they no longer enjoy your company. If you fail to deliver or someone else starts providing the same service for less money, you will be toast. Jurassic partner will always do what is in their best interest, not yours. Make sure that your delight is communicated whenever they are involved and that you are really their partner, not just their vendor. Now, another type is a love for hate partners. Because you don't always know whether your new partner will come to love you or hate you. For instance, the future of a love or hate partnership can be difficult. The big question is, do you trust this partner? Love or hate partnerships don't stay consistent. Over time, partners who grow to love you may become strategic partners. It's a good thing. But these who end up hating you may turn into Jurassic. Juggernauts to have figured out which way the partnership is handed. Try to determine whether you are an equal contribute to the collaboration or opponent. in your partner's other games. Monitor this relationship carefully and protect your position as they change. And the last one is strategic partners. In a successful strategic partnership, both sides will enjoy significant benefits. The gives and get are clear, and the partners are similar in size and influence. But what happens if, say, you are a new company and 18% of your revenue comes from your big influence play partner, but your product only amounts to 1% of your partner's revenue. In that case, you will need your partner more than your partner needs you, and you are not likely to rate the attention or resources you need to have the partnership become strategic. You may even end up in a Jurassic partnership. Strategic partners are generally a very elite group. The portion partners. These partners are the exception that prove the rule. Avoid them at all costs. Of course, you would never initiate a partnership with someone who look like a bad bet from the start, but you should assume that some great potential partners will prove to be poisonous when you realize that the partnership you are about to form has huge drawbacks, offering little benefits in revenue or delight. Gracefully withdraw from the negotiations. Make sure you exist on a friendly note. However, even poison partners may prove beneficial to your cause further down the road, and you may need to approach the same candidate against at some point. Use the partner give-get matrix when getting ready for negotiation with either an exciting partner or a new one. We have filled out the matrix using the example for a mobile operator partnering with a gaming company. When you use the matrix, replace the information in a cells with the details that apply to your particular situation. Now, from this to strategic. In a successful strategic partnership, both the side will enjoy significant benefits. So, you should think the different type. And another exercise is you path to your partner. You should find your partner, especially the love partner. And the last exercise is I will give you the sheet. Now, this partner get the matrix. Along this sheet, you will think the technology, resources, relationship, repetition, and delight, factors, and chemistry to key people, and the company way and strategy. Now you will think and feel it. Okay. Now today we have learned about how to get the partners. You will do all the exercises. And the last time, maybe we have the two group haven't shared with the story last week. Now, today, I will give you each group 10 minutes to share you story. Okay? Are you prepared?